You know, networks don't talk about it. Government can't tax it. But sports betting is a $200 billion a year business.
That's a major U.S. Supreme Court ruling that could open the door for legalized sports betting all across the country.
The Supreme Court is giving the green light for states to determine on their own whether they want to legalize sports gambling.
Tell Donahue his next pick is good for 20 grand, but I need him to guarantee a win, okay? I need a lock.
He's not that fucking good.
No, Tommy, he has to. All right, he has to, or else they're going to kill me. Do you realize this, Tommy? They're going to fucking kill me. I can't afford to gamble anymore. I need a fucking lock.
Welcome in, Red Leader. Happy Halloween. Let people roll in. I don't even know where the fuck the clip in is on this. Welcome into Lock Talk. Cheers. It is another Thursday. Thursday watch along with I can't see shit in this thing. Shout out Luke Skywalker, Red Squadron. Had to get something Halloween going to start us off. Welcome in. It is another episode of Lock Talk. As we slowly roll in, there we go, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 of you. I love that shit, watching that roll in. Welcome in, everybody. Myself, Fraudulent, for another spooky episode of Lock Talk. I am going to get this up here in a second. For those of you that are just joining in, as we are bringing in new people every week, this is maybe the most casual sports betting stream on the internet. I think that's how we want to probably preface this. Is that right?
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna see guys drink beer, probably do some other miscellaneous things, and bet sports, and we do it efficiently. So welcome one, welcome all. Make sure you like, share. For those of you that don't know, we are brought to you by Bet Openly. For those of you that don't know what Bet Openly is, get out from under your rock. It is the go-to for peer-to-peer betting. When it comes down to it, do you like paying? Isaac, do you feel good when you take a spread minus 110?
Oh, yes. It's the best feeling.
Everybody loves paying taxes. If I know the United States, your average American loves paying taxes. So why the fuck would we pay taxes to the book? That's why Bet Openly exists. That's why peer-to-peer exists. We're cutting out the middleman. We're making 9% better on our money, and we're doing it week in and week out. You're going to see the Bet Openly dashboard. If you don't know more, DM me. Just ask. A lot of people are just embarrassed to ask. It's a little bit of a different process, but hey, in this world, we're all about making money. Oh, wow. I didn't even see how well the Ravens were playing right now. For those of you that don't know, tailing the Ravens Thursday night football over against the Dolphins, as well as my Bucks, who are Giannisless, up by 3. Fraud himself is just slips
there
everywhere.
We go.
Slips everywhere. Fraud, who are you like worried about right now?
I need Miles Turner and AJ Green to start stepping up here.
Well, you have a lot invested in players scoring points in a game that I thought points might be in a premium at. But guess what, guys? Isaac doesn't ask me. He's smarter than that. He's better at props than I am. Let's talk about the league a little bit, the association, as we are getting our feet wet. What are some things that you're seeing? There's one thing that has been pretty much on the tip of everybody's tongue, and it's the free throw shooting. I don't know if you've seen the discourse. This year, there are, I believe, 11 players averaging north of 10 free throws per game. Giannis was the only player that did that last year. So there's definitely been a little bit of a call into the refs. I've been watching a lot of Bucks basketball. There's some sus stuff, but my team is 3-1, so I'm not going to complain. What are your thoughts through the first week or so here? I know we touched on it briefly last week.
Yeah, a lot of talk about Chauncey Billups and stuff.
I was going to say, Chauncey kind of stole the spotlight in the first week of the NBA, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But no, yeah, I seen the stuff Wemby's been doing is insanity. It's kind of hard to believe.
He's a freak. What do you know? Surprise. Everybody was right except for one guy. Did you see the one guy on Twitter that did his draft breakdown, said he's just nowhere near a first round talent?
Yeah, I did see that.
And that guy is getting and shout out to that guy. He tweeted out the "ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked" meme. So As long as you can be a good sport about those kind of takes, I respect you. If you want to backtrack and be a little bitch about it as Curry, how further ahead are you? What's your time? Don't tell me your score.
Minute 30.
Fuck, you're a whole minute ahead of me. You're watching on NBA TV, I'm guessing.
No, I'm watching on Stake. Sorry, I don't mean to say another
Of course. Yeah, of course.
site here,
God damn it.
but this is just when I'm watching it. Sorry.
That is one thing I will
I'm not-
say. If Gino can flip the bill for being a legal book that also does illegal streaming, if he can figure out and navigate the legal waters on that, I think we've got something. But
yeah,
no,
I'm not actually using Stake to bet. I can just watch any game on it.
right.
So
It's
literally
become
something.
your boy Malik
Yeah.
Washington. Is that Washington on the return?
Was it?
6.
Probably.
Little guy. Oh yeah, Washington. For those of you that don't know, Fraud has quite the Malik Washington boner as
I got
well.
a ladder going here.
Bro's got ladders. Bro talks about him every week. This is the week. This is the week. This is the week. Well,
It's not the week.
it might be the week. You never know. Should we before we get into, we're gonna change it up a little bit. When you come in on Thursday nights, I do want to at least talk a little bit NBA lines, if we could, at least discuss them for a few minutes. So I want to zoom on over to the Bet Openly dashboard here. Tomorrow's games, we have lines. As I told you, I already got fucked by the NBA sit bug, Giannis, right before game time. Shifted the line, not 10 points, like I bitched to you before, by the way. It was only 6. And I think you saw my text. I don't know what I was smoking. Actually, I know what I was smoking after work, and that's why I made the decision. The NBA is so frustrating when it comes to betting it a day early. But let's just run through these lines. We got a few minutes. Eric's going to be a little bit late tonight, so I get you for the whole hour. I just want to pick your brain on some of Friday's action if you got some time.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's start Atlanta and Indiana. Indiana, obviously, writing on the wall. When you lose your best 2 players, maybe Siakam, you could argue is their second best player. But no Hallie, no Turner. Yikes. In Atlanta, they've been having some injury in and out. To me, this is an Atlanta bet. I don't think Indiana's got shit going for them right now.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. What's the
This
line?
is a
on it?
game.
Sorry,
This
I
is a
missed
game
that.
where Trae Young normally, if Trae Young was facing Halliburton, his points would probably be about 3 to 4 points lower, but he's not. And I think he's just going to cook. So, no, for me, it's Hawks. Look a little bit of guard
Hawks
props.
money line, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. A team that is struggling and has a chance to drop their second game to Philly already this season. And I don't think there's anybody in the league that takes a Philadelphia loss harder. The Celtics are reeling a little bit here early on in the season. They're catching 3. VJ Edgecombe comes back down to earth a little bit, still showing some really good things. Obviously, they've got Maxey healthy and Embiid's out there. Philly laying 3 here against Boston, banged up, not looking great. Jaylen Brown is going to play. He's playing, I believe, tonight. I want to say Boston. I want to say Boston's on a back-to-back. Are they not?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe I was looking at something different there. But to me, obviously, Boston, I love Jaylen Brown. People hate on Jaylen Brown. I think if Jaylen Brown is on your team, you love him to death. If he's not, you probably find ways to nitpick him. There's a lot of different players in the league that do that. And you are right. They are off today. But it's also, oh, shit. I didn't even realize. Tomorrow night's NBA Cup. That was quick.
Oh.
Did you fill out your bracket?
No.
Is there an NBA Cup bracket? I'm curious.
It probably is.
Well, no, because you play group play. Never mind. Back it up. That was a stupid fucking question. You play group play. Yes, NBA Cup. These are all NBA Cup games, by the way.
Huh.
This game right here, I like Cavs laying 7. I think Toronto is way overrated right now. I watched them play against a Bucks team that did not look good the other day. Cavs, same kind of thing, and they beat the Bucks. They did not cover, though. 7's a lot. I've been playing NBA totals early on. I feel like that maybe is the way to go, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm having a hard time. NBA this early is so tough. It's so streaky.
Yeah, it's fucked.
You almost got to bet. You almost got to bet narratives, which we've talked on this program. We don't exactly
Yeah.
do that. We don't exactly do that at a
I've been
high
betting
clip.
narratives. I've been betting narratives here and there.
I've been betting narratives since I was a baby. Knicks Bulls. Knicks laying 4. The Bulls kind of hot out of the gates there, Murph. I kind of like what the Bulls have going on for themselves.
Giddy's nuts.
Yeah, well,
Sadly,
he's
no.
pedophile, but it's, I mean, right. He's good at basketball. That's good. I mean, there were a lot of pedophiles that were good at basketball, so he just fits into a very niche group. But yeah, you look at the Bulls. I mean, great win over Sacramento, great win over Atlanta. Orlando, I'm very, very concerned about, and they beat Detroit. So, I mean, this is a team that went through 2.5 playoff teams. I'll give Atlanta a half because they're probably going to make the plan like they do every year. And Sacramento, maybe. I don't know. Did you watch that Sacramento game last night?
No, I did not.
That was Russ out there with the. So I mean, Sacramento. When you look at their lineup, you're like Dennis Schroeder, Levine, Westbrook, DeRozan, Sabonis. You're like,
have you seen what Levine's been doing this year?
Levine had 30 last night, but the problem with Levine had 30, but was a minus 23. Zach Levine might be the least efficient player in basketball, and I kind of gotta respect it.
It's wild.
Yeah, no, I mean, you look at it. I mean, nobody. It's funny. Everyone yells at Westbrook. Westbrook was the best plus minus out of the starters by 18 points. Sabonis minus 21, DeRozan minus 21, Levine minus 23, Schroeder minus 20, Russ minus 3. And shit. Obviously we're big analytics guys. So
wait, why did I miss Lauri Markkanen dropping 51?
Because he plays for the Jazz, and I believe who did he do that against?
Was it the Suns?
Yeah, that was last night, right?
Yeah, that was on the 27th.
Oh no, that was a few days ago.
He's been going off.
Well, Lauri's one of the ones he would have probably got moved, but his contract structure, you can't move him till the deadline. That's the goofiest shit with him. So yeah, interesting to see how that rolls forward. But moving on, we've got just a couple more games. The Lakers catching 2.5 against the Grizz.
Give me whatever Austin Reeves is over.
Austin Reeves right now, for those that have not been paying attention, Austin Reeves will tell you exactly what's going on.
We might not need Luka.
You said it. I didn't. But no, you look at it, it's an interesting. So the Lakers are at such a weird spot.
He has a weird amount of trade value, so it's crazy. Lakers could get a monster center or something.
The Lakers need, well, have they talked to their center yet? Have they talked? They've played 5 games. Have they had a conversation? Do we have confirmation from DeAndre?
Have they worked out yet?
Have they worked out together? Has there been more than pregame warmups and scheduled practices?
Has LeBron said a word to him? Because LeBron, he ain't been around.
I was gonna say LeBron's he's got shit going on, bro. I don't know what you want out of him. Andrews has 2 touchdowns.
Yes, LeBron will be back when he wants to be back.
LeBron works on LeBron's schedule. Late night games we have, I believe. We have 3 of them tomorrow night. Damn, if you are out and about, bet some late night basketball. I took the Nugs laying 12.5 last game. Loved that line. Don't love it as much against Portland on the road. Something in the water for Portland. I am interested to see how their season develops. They're 3-2. They're 4-1 against the number. They scare the shit out of me against a team like Denver, especially got them at home. To me, it's Portland or absolutely nothing. Have you watched any Blazers basketball? I wouldn't expect you to.
No.
As you shouldn't. No, right now, just some highlights for them. They're playing crazy pace. They have the second most field goals attempted in the league, fourth most 3 points attempted. They're chucking. And defensively, first in turnovers, first in steals, obviously. Top of the league, top half of the league in blocks, offensive rebounds, all the metrics that you like to see out of a young team. But I don't know who their guy is. Like, there's nobody on this team that I point to, and I'm like, yeah, it's going to be Kamara every single night. Yeah, Avija going to be, clinging. I don't know. Drew is not going to score 28 points or 27 like he did last game. It'd be very interesting.
You
if
know what? It's
Portland
time
had
for them
Dame
to
now.
do.
Send
It's
him
time
where?
for them. No, it's time to give Yang more minutes. It's time to give Chinese Jokic more minutes.
You think Chinese Jokic is ready to roll?
He's the answer.
He's the answer. They don't need an answer. They're above 500 right now. Brother, they're above 500, and their coach just got put in fucking federal prison for like a day, and then ratted and got fucking out of it. So they're living a
Is he
crazy
back
life.
coaching?
Fuck no.
That would be hilarious.
Crazy question.
Dude, I don't know. Adam Silver doesn't seem to
Yeah,
care.
you're right. He does have a pretty loose ship. He might be back with a slap on the wrist. Nah, this ain't the NFL working with Ray Rice. This is
Dude,
I think this is
coaching next week. That shit would be the
he
funniest
might
shit
be.
I've ever seen.
Hey, this is the NBA. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to light a goddamn candle in this room.
All of a sudden, Yang has 35 minutes and people are betting triple doubles on him.
Hey, man. There were abnormalities that were confirmed by the sports books the day of. The NBA is absolved of anything. No wrongdoing.
Chauncey Billups is back coaching, and Yang 500 bets on Yang Hansen to have a triple double.
Denny Avija is averaging 18 points per game and plays 6 minutes. We can't figure out why. I mean, all right, let's wrap up NBA talk. 9:30 late tomorrow night, Clippers and Pelicans. Have you watched any Clippers basketball this year? Because it's a team that I was interested in going in just because they took in Brook Lopez, who I have a very, very heavy affinity for, and I didn't want to see his career fall to the wayside. I don't know. They're sitting right now at 2-2. They're facing a New Orleans team that is so bad. I would imagine, literally New Orleans is the team that I faded against Denver. The last two games, 122-90, 122-80 against a bad Boston team and a above average Denver team. Lost by 4 to Wemby, lost by 6 to Memphis. In this one, I know the Clippers have not looked amazing. They only scored 79 points last game against Golden State. That's tough.
Harden hooked the world, dude. Oh my god. He had 20 points first and didn't score anything.
Did not score a point
20.5
after. Goes 6 of 15 from the field. But you think, you roll out Harden, Kawhi, Zubac is good.
I looked into that game a little bit and I saw something weird. Chauncey Billups was weirdly involved in that game.
What game?
The one where Harden only had 0 after that.
Yeah, he was so involved. Yeah. No, but you look at it, New Orleans on metrics, 30th in field goal percentage, 30th in 3-point percentage, 24th at the line. It's so bad. I've not seen anything like this.
Zempic won't save them.
Crackhead energy. He could show up weighing 180 pounds and jump 12 feet. I don't think it matters.
That team sucks.
Team's just bad. Poorly put together. They put their eggs in the wrong basket. You hate to see it. Your boy got corrupted by a adult movie star. That happens to the best of us. Who hasn't?
Zion.
Who hasn't been corrupted by an adult movie star at this age?
Zion ate a lot.
It's also very, very astute observation. He did eat a lot.
He ate. He said the chefs in New Orleans knew who he was, and they were excited when he would come to the restaurant.
Bro got a fat chub for some gumbo. It was tough. All right. Let me. Shall we make Shall we make the change over to the National Football League?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's get us up. What do we got? 14-6. You got anything going on outside of props Thursday Night Football? I doubt it.
The over.
Oh, you do? Nice.
Yeah.
We love to see that. We love to see that.
Figured both teams are like Ravens secondary is dog and Miami's just dog. So
Oh, there's definitely, I mean, for those of you that needed to hear it, Etoff 21, Eric, who's going to be on in about 40 minutes, him and I had the conversation. Every single metric pointed to this thing being a shootout. And if Miami can get down there and score, that's great. If not, I'm still spotted 20 points in the first half. The way the second halves work in the Miami world, I don't think I'm too worried about it. But all right, let me get the NFL lines up here. We need to go dashboard. Oh, sick. We are going to start off with a game that I'm betting, but I'm going to talk about it with Eric because we are going to talk about props. Let me get us up. Boom. Sunday. Isaac, you know the best thing about this weekend? There's two things. One, we get an extra hour of sleep on Saturday night.
nice.
Two, we do not have football till noon for the second week in a row. Thank God.
Nice.
We do not go to Germany until next week. And then it's like, I think they go to Madrid for a game. So that'll be super interesting to see how that goes forward. But yeah, looking at Atlanta and New England. New England right now laying 5.5. You know, there's a guy in New England's roster, Isaac, that I have had my eyes on. I've put some money on this year that just keeps getting better at receiver. Do you know how to pronounce his last name?
Booty.
Attaboy. It's Keyshawn Booty. A guy that I've been all over this year. Whoops. Let me flip over to Atlanta. Have not locked it in yet. One of the things I'm always looking at, Keyshawn is at 35.5. You get him at plus chicken this week. For those of you that don't know, Diggs has had one good week. Demario Douglas is probably falling by the wayside because his quarterback can't trust him. Austin Hooper's white, so he has every opportunity to catch the ball from Drake May. And then you get our boy Keyshawn. And I'll tell you what, he is big play potential written all over him. He has hit his longest reception prop in all but 2 games this year. And there's been games that he does it on only one, sometimes 2 receptions. I like this against a Atlanta secondary that I have never believed in. I've been very consistent on this show. Atlanta showed some really good things defensively right out of the gate. I don't believe them. But yeah, I think Keyshawn is definitely another look this week, especially at such a low number. You look at him over, this is Keyshawn over the last 4 weeks. 75, 55, 93, 43. Had bad games of 18, 28, and 16, and then started the season off with 103. Outside of 2 weeks, this guy's your WR2 on almost every team in the league. Keyshawn, and I will bet Keyshawn right now. Let's put it in. Shall we lock it in? Anything you see on this one, Murph?
I like the Keyshawn, even though the Falcons on paper show the least amount of receiving yards. I don't really, like you said, believe him that much.
No,
and
I don't
that's a
believe
low
in it.
line. 35.5 is.
Check out their rushing. Check out their rushing attempts or rushing against. It tells you the story.
Yeah, so that's definitely a low line for a guy that's been getting decent volume lately. I remember, didn't he score 2 touchdowns like 2 weeks ago?
Sure did. 2 weeks ago, I had him to catch, I believe, 2 balls. Ended up catching 2 touchdowns. Booty has been a super under the radar guy. Oh, that's why my line changed. How about I save myself 5 yards? Shall I? 30.5. Is the risk team watching? That's annoying. Don't love that. We're gonna have a conversation. Let's keep it moving because that's gonna be a whole bag of worms that I don't want to get into. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Back to NFL. Anything else before we move on to the next game?
No.
All right. Well, hoping that I don't get stream sniped again here on this one. Let's move to game number 2. Denver and Houston. This is an interesting one. Houston has shown life that I didn't expect out of them. Things looked bleak. I was a big CJ Stroud, pound the drum. This is the guy. This is the guy. Luckily, I didn't pound that drum too loud because, oh boy, I don't know if he's the guy. What are your baseline thoughts on CJ Stroud right now?
To keep it a buck, he asked.
He kept it a buck.
Yeah, he ain't that great, man. I don't know. Like you said, at least he didn't go too deep. Like dudes were spending $100K on his one-of-one cards. There's people that are doing that. He's gonna be like the next greatest ever. And yeah, they paid the price. He's got to wake up, or it's not looking too good for his career trajectory. I'd have to say.
And I feel for him, man. And I think there is some part of this blame. So last year, if you listen to anything about Houston, it was Bobby Slowick this. He's ruining the offense. We can't get shit going. Bobby Slowick. Bobby Slowick's gone. You're 3-4. And this is a team that is built on defense, which is great. And their defense has held everybody in check this year. Every team except for Seattle, 20 points or less. But your offense, 19, 10, 9. Those are your losses. You're losing because your offense is a poopy. It's not a good way to. It's no better way to show it. You had 26-0 against Tennessee in a game that you clunked all over the field. I watched that thing bell to bell. Baltimore was 44-10. Great. You beat a team without Lamar. You lose to Seattle on the road. Tough game. And then you lose to Mac Jones, or you beat Mac Jones at home. But I think San Francisco is a team that was probably overperforming. To me, I think Denver, I think you look at Stroud unders. What do we think about Stroud unders in this game? I talked a lot of sauce about this secondary. Surtain has locked the fuck in. I have been so impressed. Right now, 220.5. Let's see how he has fared in the past 2 weeks, shall we? I'm thinking, my thought, especially from a game state perspective, it does feel like a game where Houston could take the lead. Even though I do think Denver wins this football game, there is a reason that Houston is laying 1.5 at home. It's not because they're not the better team. People always say, oh, you get 2-3 points for being at home. No, you don't get favored for just being at home. That's not how that works. It's never how that has worked. People have such a misconception of that. So let's take a look. CJ Stroud, passing yards, 223.5 is the consensus. Ooh, we might need to have a second conversation. I just saw a chart. Whew. Over the last few weeks, he has cleared 250 one time. He's cleared 240 twice. In the last 7 weeks, he's cleared 240 2 out of 5 times. This is not a dude that is hitting at a very high percentage at this number. It kind of sucks. He has done it in the last 4 weeks, but it's been like a yard. Actually, no. At the bet openly line, he has not hit this in the last 4 weeks. He actually has not hit this. He's hit it once in the last 7. So I love. And 50 goes the spoils. I like Stroud. I'm fading him. I think this is a good spot for Denver to flex some muscle defensively. I think Houston just is so discombobulated. They held Dallas in check. It was 44-24. That game could have easily been 44-35, 44-42. And it wasn't. The New York game was fucking crazy. But outside of that, it's been pretty much held in check. Anything that you see on that game that you feel like you need to get involved in?
I would have to agree with the Stroud. Just what did you get it at? Was it 220?
220 and a half. So right now you're
220
saying
and a half.
223, 226 at books across the line. And again, we don't look at books across the line because those books are ass. And we bet on Bet Open.
Yeah.
I think that's as good
might,
of a line as we're gonna get.
Might look into. Let me see. What's the Russian? What's the J.K. Dobbins and stuff looking like here?
Ooh, I don't mind that against a relatively as good as the Houston front seven is. It's mostly against the pass. I don't love it against.
Might just do a tutty. What's his tutty at?
Single tug.
Yeah.
We're talking single tug here for JK. Single toe. Whoops. Score 1 touchdown. JK plus almost 2-1.
Oh.
This is so this. All right. So here's a market.
Might hammer that.
How does this look on our screen? All right. Perfect. This is a market that I want to highlight. Denver anytime touchdown this weekend. You pick 2 of these guys. 2. Almost every single guy is 2-1. Am I stupid? Do I not understand that? It just feels so light. When you look at most teams, you've got somebody somewhere. And hey, Nico's the guy on this team. Everybody else 2-1. Nico plus 167. I kind of like Denver's numbers for anytime touchdown. I don't hate that at all.
Dobbins TD, baby.
Dobbins TD. Dobbins TD. All right. Bears, Bengals. This is a line. I'll tell you what, Isaac, when this line came out, I laughed out loud. To be at a situation for the Chicago Bears where you are at this point in the season and you have had as respectable of a start for Chicago's Bears team as you can at 4-3. And then this is your line against Joe Flacco. Now I get it. Joe Flacco, good things. There have been good things that have happened. The Bears aren't a good team. Can we keep that a buck? I mean, the Bears.
Oh yeah.
It's not a good scene. And now what sucks is the Bears live in a realistic reality where they can face Cincinnati, beat them. They can then they get to host New York. They could win that game. And then they get Minnesota. There's a real world where the Bears are sitting here at 7-3 at mid to late November and then facing Aaron Rodgers, which, my God, Aaron Rodgers against the Bears is going to be much watched television on November 23rd. That is the Sunday heading into Thanksgiving.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there is definitely a world where the Bears, if you like their win total, I mean, this has to be, you got to be just absolutely, you still have Cleveland on the schedule. Now, this is where things do get tough. You want to hear the end of their run? So it goes Pittsburgh, at Philly, at Green Bay, Cleveland, Green Bay, at San Francisco, and Detroit. Oof. So I do think water will find its level. But any props for the Bears? I mean, I haven't, there's not really been any Bears where I'm like, I need to bet this guy.
I think DJ Moore could go nuclear.
You think it's DJ's week?
Yeah, he hasn't had a crazy week yet, and
I've been
capable.
Hearing that for 3 years.
No, I mean he put 200. I mean he put up 273 yards and 2 touchdowns on the Commanders. Last season.
He's definitely him. In the right scenario. This is interesting. Only Roma Dunze sitting
available.
With props right now. What?
Nervous, I see.
You see 8 players on Cincinnati, only 1 on Chicago?
I'm hammering DJ Moore.
I think you got to hammer DJ Moore out of just the cowardness. The cowardness there to not lay a line at this point in the week. DJ Moore for you. To me, it's Joe Flacco props all day long.
He might not be, his yards aren't going to be that crazy high.
They never are. All he does is catch screens. Anyways, enough talk about Screen Boy. Shall we move it along? There's a team that plays at noon
That's not watching.
on Lombardi Avenue. And I'll be there. I'll actually be there. I won't
Yeah,
get squeezed out.
I'm going too.
Wait, you are?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck, bro? Who are
What?
you going with?
Megan.
Well, we should probably get together.
I'm down.
You fucking idiot. You didn't even text me you're going to game.
I probably would have eventually.
This is what I deal with, man. It's Thursday. We're not even making plans yet. Unreal. No,
tailgate.
Packers are laying 13, Murph. Wow, Steph.
Give me Golden's first TD.
We gotta bet it till it goes away. You gotta.
This is the week.
At home in front of the faithful. Is this it? I'm interested. Bryce Young over 1.5 touchdowns being plus 232. Our secondary played well last week at times. Not actually good, in my opinion. But Matthew Golden scoring a touchdown. Murph gets 244. I just for less than mine or plus 250. At this point, is it worth the chase? Or do you play a Christian Watson who was heavily featured last game and didn't get into the end zone, who looked terrific? I will say, have to backtrack on a lot of my talk for Mr. Watson. He has looked very good since he's came back.
Yeah, it did look good. Thankfully.
Making catches on balls that should be intercepted 5 times over. That floater, did you see the slow motion the Packers posted?
I don't think so.
So that long one to Watson down by like the 5-yard line where he was rolling to his right, maybe the wobbliest ball that just sat in the air forever. But Watson was the only one that knew it was in the air because he didn't go crazy and like throw his hands up. So no, there's nothing really in the Packer game right now. 13-point favorites that I am salivating on too much. To me, outside of what is Josh Jacobs' touchdown priced at right now? Out of curiosity, what is your guess?
What's 2? Minus, I don't know.
What is your guess on 1?
130.
Minus 130?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's minus 160. Survey says 123. That's fellas. He scored 9 touchdowns this year. They've played that many games. You do the math. I need one more to hit my season-long prop on him for rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
Might be the best bet I've ever placed, and I only put, I think, $150 on it. So, story of my life. Next. Chargers, Titans. What Justin Herbert props do we need to bet this week?
All of them.
Tennessee's defense. Can we talk about how disgusting? Hey, we say it every week. You want to say it or should I say it?
We keep it a buck here, man.
We ass. This is the team that we told you. Isaac, we've been telling them for 2 months now that this is by far the worst team in football, to the point where your quarterback is telling us that you are ass. It's just going to make us laugh every time.
Is Cam Ward ass or is the team ass?
Hey, man, Cam's trying, man. Cam has not looked good. Can we keep it a buck on what? Let's look up Cam Ward right now. I am so curious at his season because we can keep it a buck. Your team can be as ass as you want, but as guys that talk about this shit, we're also going to keep it a buck. And you've got 1,600 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 6 picks. 25.7 QBR, good for 33rd in the league. Isaac, how many teams are in the NFL?
Let's keep it a buck. Maybe he's ass.
Maybe Cam Ward is ass. And I'd feel for him if
Wait,
it was
what?
like,
What backups? What backups ahead of him?
fuck. Yeah, I'm super curious. QBR NFL.
Probably Flacco or something.
No, it's got to be.
Oh
Who's
yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah. Never mind. Someone who came in and did Mac Jones.
Here we go. ESPN QBR, because I'm assuming that's what they're going off of. So it's not. Okay, so there's only 33 quarterbacks on here. Cam's 33rd. The guys in front of him, because the thing you have to remember, a lot of guys that got hurt or haven't played much don't qualify.
Oh, okay.
So some of the names that are ahead of him, Dylan Gabriel,
Oof.
Jake Browning,
Oof.
Geno Smith,
Ouch.
Justin Fields, Carson Wentz, and then you get into pretty much all the guys. I did not understand how horrible of a season Trevor Lawrence is having. He is the 27th QBR quarterback in the league. Good God. What? It's that bad?
It's over.
I guess. I get. It's probably over. It's probably over. No, but okay. So we were talking Cam Ward, Chargers. It's got to be Chargers like 9.5. No.
I might even do an alt line Chargers minus 13.5.
I was gonna say, is 19.5 available? Can we hit this thing at 20?
30.5.
There might not be a line. Oh, as we go to halftime at 20, there might not be a line big enough for what that game has to offer. So let's get the fuck out of that game. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. We saw Aaron Rodgers last week. Things were okay. It wasn't embarrassing. I was actually happy that it wasn't embarrassing. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad for him.
I didn't want him to look unplayable, and then you beat him, and you're like, well, you beat him as a geriatric fuck. It's like, well, no. We beat him when he's still Aaron Rodgers, and we beat him, what were they, 5-2, 4-2? They were they were
bad.
No, not at all. And this week, I mean, this tells you how not bad they are. They're 3-point dogs to what a lot of people qualify as the best team in the league. It's the Indianapolis Colts, laying 3, total 50.5.
Who's their QB again?
Say that again.
Who's their QB again?
Who's QB?
Colts.
Daniel Jones?
Yeah, I just don't get it, man.
Yeah.
Just don't get it.
I was gonna say, do you
just
actually
don't
not know?
fucking understand it. No, I just don't understand it, bro. I just don't understand it.
We
Say it again.
were,
Are you sure? Like, I don't get it.
Daniel, here, hold on here. I'll get you.
No, they call him Danny Dimes. I'm kidding. But yeah, I
Daniel
don't know.
Jones is maybe the biggest conundrum when it comes to sports right now. I think I know sports, and then a guy like Daniel Jones comes around, and I don't know if I know sports anymore.
Do you know people that invested in him and cards wise are they're probably like,
Oh
shit.
yeah, they offloaded those the second that he got out of New York. Oh, I don't even know. Could you at that point? Do you even bother offloading? Is there money?
No, you hold because of shit like this. Because watch, the Colts might go and win a Super Bowl now, and now all of his cards are back.
Well, dude, they had Peyton Manning on the what the hell was it? ESPN, Randy Moss, ESPN's Game Day, NFL Game Day. So they had Peyton Manning jump on, and Peyton Manning was talking about like the conversations that he's had with Daniel Jones about like what it means to be the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. He had unbelievably positive things to say. That terrifies me. if the sheriff gives you the stamp of approval, who is very critical of everybody on Monday Night Football, and now it's the Colts. Is there probably a little bit of pull one way or another? Maybe. But you got the sheriff's stamp of approval. It just, to me, Danny Jones, I might have to put my hand up. I might have to do it. You know how much I hate to do it. I don't like being wrong. Yeah. Well, one team I wasn't wrong on, Isaac, and it was for all the wrong reasons. New York. New York is going to spiral. I think San Francisco is going to pound them this week. I'm going to double check with my guy, Eric, just to make sure. But yeah, I'm thinking it's New York heavy over San Francisco this weekend. I think Jackson Dart props with no Cam. I do like Tyrone Tracy. Don't get me wrong. I just do think without Cam, he does probably feel like he needs to be the hero a little bit. And when it comes to 208.5, I don't know, man. I don't hate Jackson Dart in this scenario.
Yeah, no, I would say Jackson Dart, his biggest weapon was Cam, and now it's gone. So he's gonna have to figure out another weapon, or
Well, I don't think it was his biggest weapon per se. I think it's
not
his
biggest
safety
weapon,
blanket.
but
It's a
and his
safety blanket, right?
favorite target.
Yeah, it's the guy that, you walk out there, it's like a baby walking out with his blankie. I got blankie next to me,
Yeah,
bro.
so now
I'm
he's
good.
gonna try to pop off for his boy, really.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It's kind of a narrative play, low key. His boy just got hurt, and
Well, the thing that I always look at Jackson Dart every single week, he's got a 9.8% scramble rate, which is like really high for quarterbacks. Now he's a young guy, so you kind of expect him to be active with his feet. I look at this 35.5, and it's like, is that the number I've been waiting for? Because it feels like it is. When it comes to passing yards, I'd love to lay that. At the end of the day, he's had 193. He's had 283 and 202. Those are the two times he's hit 200 yards. When it comes to rushing the football, 54, 55, 58. Last 2 weeks, when Cam really came on, he calmed it down. He cut his carries in half, actually, almost in a third, like 2/3. Going in from the Philly game to the Denver game, he goes from 13 carries to 5. But he's also found the end zone for the last 5 games. So I also think Jackson Dart anytime touchdown might be a play that people got to keep their eyes on. Let me just get into scoring here. Whoops. First touchdown. Oh, not first. That's 1. All right. Yeah, Dart's plus 233. I think the play at this is Dart rushing yards or Dart anytime touchdown. I think it's overcompensation. Like you said, he lost his buddy. There's something to be said when a guy loses his buddy.
Yeah. For real, though.
And I like this too. Old man complaining. This was no Bosa. Should have time. Should. The big thing is should. But also, yeah. The rate has to do with the shitty O-line. And he is running for his life. There's a reason he has a 10% scramble rate. Yeah, this is just the chat. So no, I think the scramble rate being 10% is definitely not. It's not an accident. So no, I think Jackson this week it's either going to be rush yards or anytime touchdown for me. I don't think I'm going to go into the passing weeds.
Maybe passing and rushing combined, maybe.
Yeah, you could play that. You can get really, I don't even know. Does Bet Openly give you the, let's take a look here, shall we?
Yeah.
To get a combined, oh no, hold on, back me up. You don't. No combos for quarterbacks. I might have to get on Gino's ass about that. But no, it's available across the board, almost everywhere else. So I don't hate the idea of pairing those together because at 208 and 35, you're looking at 240-ish. And he has smacked that there, smacked that there, smacked that there, almost there. So actually, I kind of like your angle a little bit more than mine. With the
Who knows? He might
combined.
run for 100 yards and he only needs like 140 passing yards. Something weird like that.
No, I don't disagree. Don't disagree at all. So, no, good stuff for the New York game. Let's keep it rolling.
Jeez.
Detroit.
Butler, weird shot.
Jimmy Butler.
You'll see it in a minute.
Fuck you. This is what happens, man. I feel like no matter who the fuck I'm streaming with, I'm always like a minute or two behind. This is just the world that I live in. But yeah, so let's talk next one. This is more of our neck of the woods. Vikings, Lions. The Lions are laying 9 against a team that I think is one of the worst in the National Football League. Isaac, I think the Vikings have gotten a little too much praise, for my opinion. I'm not going to bet this one. I think it's a little bit lofty just because it's a divisional game. Anything, though, prop-wise, I think Detroit is going to be a big prop play this weekend.
Who's the QB for the Vikings?
Well, that is a terrific question. As of right now,
Isn't Wentz hurt?
Well, the starting quarterback as of right now is JJ McCarthy.
Is he back?
Oh, JJ was back last week.
Oh, I didn't watch.
Oh, brother, he was a healthy scratch. Me and Eric had this conversation.
Was not paying attention to that.
He was back on the active roster, and they practice squatted him. And not practice. Okay, practice squad is bad. There's a thing where you can do your emergency third quarterback where it doesn't count as a roster spot. They did that with JJ McCarthy last year. They are so terrified at how bad this kid is at football. I am all over the Lions this weekend. I cannot wait. I just can't wait.
Yeah, yeah, they don't want him to be horrible.
He's going to be bad. He's not going to be horrible. He's going to be miserable because he's not a good quarterback. We've seen him play 90%, 80% bad football in the NFL, 10% above average. So they gave him NFC Player of the Week.
He had one good second half.
No. He had one good quarter. That kid was not. He went to Michigan. He wasn't good when he was at Michigan. They didn't ask him to do shit at Michigan. He is drafted super high. It absolutely made no sense to me when they drafted him. I still believe that he is so wildly overrated. 21.5 QBR, by the way, which would be about 7 points lower than whoever the fuck Cam we were just clowning on. So, JJ ass. Keep it a buck. Ass. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. There's the 3:00 games. Jags and the Raiders. Let me just make sure. Okay, perfect. Eric is still getting done with work. Jags and Raiders. We talked about it. Trevor Lawrence, not in a good spot right now. They're laying 3 against the Raiders. This is a massive game for them, in my opinion. If they don't look dominant in this one for a Raiders team that, in my opinion, not very good. If you are the Jags, you're 4-3. You're at a point of your season where you need to start winning some games, and you have winnable games on your schedule. Arizona, Tennessee, Vegas, Houston. I mean, these are winnable games. The Jets, not too far down the road. But this is a game for the Jags. If you are going to be a playoff team, you need to win it. For me, I have no bets in this because I am currently just tailing a future for touchdown Jesus that is not actually Jesus, Trevor Lawrence. So anything in this one that catches your eye? Nothing really caught it for me.
What's Genty's rush yards line?
Don't hate that. Don't hate that. Don't hate that. That was actually
maybe
one
under.
Of my... Ooh. Tell me more.
Well, Jags are in the top. They've only allowed 638 yards on the ground this year. So no matter how
This
ass they
tells
are,
you
they're gonna.
why. Ashton
Yeah,
Genty, 58.5.
yeah, they
Interesting.
know.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. Not loving it for the kid. Huh. Might not be a bad snipe there, Mr. Fraud. Ashton Genty, under 58.5 rushing yards. I will not bet it because I have Ashton Genty over on the season again for a season-long prop. So, yeah, a lot of season-long props to me for that one. Saints, Rams. This is an interesting one. I like Devontae in this. Devontae's number was like 50. Actually, I already bet it. Whoops. Open. Tay was at 55.5 earlier. He has hit 56 in back-to-back weeks, which is very cheeky of the odds makers to make it that number. But hey, big shout out. Love Devontae. Love the fact that Puka is still getting a lot of the work. But this week, to me, against a Saints defensive backfield that good, not great, I think Devontae is one of the top receivers to watch this week. What are your thoughts? There's obviously a lot of names in this offense. What are you thinking?
Puka's back. What's Kyren touchdown looking like?
K. Willie touchdown. 145. Wouldn't touch it
even
with a
lower than
10-foot pole.
It's even lower than Josh Jacobs. You can't do rushing or receiving. I like Kyron Williams.
Oh no,
rush
I think I
receiving.
can. I can combo that. That I can combo.
All right.
You want Kyron? Right there. I think that's your number.
I like that right there.
I think that's your number, and I think I'm with you. Bingo. Bango. Whoa, 500 would be fucking crazy. All right. I'm going to put that in there. Hey, man, we almost made it through the entire slate. Not a huge deal. Me and Eric are going to go through every single game by game. Murph and I kind of let it riff on the NBA for 30 minutes. But that's exactly why I tweeted out what I tweeted. If you like casual talk, I don't know if there's two more casual guys in the business. So, Isaac, I appreciate you, brother. A lot of good insight again this week. We will have slips posted.
I'll be back when Golden scores.
What is your hook or your Twitter handle again?
I'll be back when Golden scores. I'm changing it to that. No, it's fraudulent.
It's just at fraudulent, right?
2 Ds.
2 Ds, of course, because God forbid you forget there are 2 Ds. Now, big shout out for those of you that have been watching us on props this year. It's been crazy hot. Good luck with the rest of your slips this weekend. We just hit 3,600 people watching the program, so appreciate y'all. I am now bringing my guy off the bench for those of you that love getting into the weeds, talking about ball the way that well, maybe not as many people love talking about ball anymore. They like the clickbaity stuff, but we are going to talk about the things that actually make sense, the things that matter when you bet the NFL. I've got my friend Etoff21, also known as Eric. Eric, how are we doing tonight?
Doing well, man. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. My Bucks are hanging in there. Funny story. Bet the Bucks last night. Plus 2.5. Looked great. Everything going good. We're going to get the Warriors at home. Marquee matchup. Giannis decides not to play. That line moved 6 points. I am now sitting here with a 2.5 ticket. Could have had an 8.5 ticket. Bucks are winning, but not by much. So that is my evening. How are you?
You know what? I hit my magic bet.
Nice.
Last time I checked, UTSA was comfortably ahead of Tulane. So
shout out the Roadrunners.
Looking good there. And then in this game, I need what is it? 2 more yards to hit the Waddle prop. and
Nice.
7 more yards to hit my Mark Andrews prop. So looking
Ooh,
okay right here. So hopefully,
love that. Love that.
hopefully we can do okay. Real quick before we jump in, Sam Vency, who's a phenomenal NBA follow, does great stuff with his draft. His tweet, and I read it and I couldn't agree more. Whispers very softly. I kind of think Doc Rivers has been, if not the best coach in the NBA so far this season through 2 weeks with how organized his team, and has gotten the most out of his roster, certainly within the top group. Couldn't agree more.
I will be one of the last guys to pat Doc Rivers on the back. What we've done with the talent we have through, it's obviously a very small sample size. He deserves all the praise. And the players, I mean, I will probably, there's a lot of you get players that feel a certain way and you don't understand it because obviously we're not players.
Yeah.
I think how players feel about Doc, the common NBA fan just will never understand. I think he's there for his guys. He's got your back, and he is a really good, knowledgeable NBA coach. Problem is, he just got some really, really bad black eyes on his resume.
The first reply is, if Giannis can make Rivers Coach of the Year, put him in the Hall of Fame right now.
Listen, there's a real chance that he could be the Coach of the Year this year. If the Bucks win 50 games, they love giving guys like that, guys that could easily be fired or Coach of the Year. He fits both bills. If you're the Coach of the Year, you have to also be able to be fired at the same time. That's kind of a prerequisite in the NBA. You can't just take that reward or award without also being on the hot seat. So, no, I don't disagree. I hate to say it.
I know, and I'm not the biggest Doc Rivers guy either.
Yeah, he's hard to like. Just always just not good body language.
He's a tough guy to get behind.
He is a tough guy. Well, the nepotism when he was in Los Angeles with Austin was prevalent. So now, man, we're going to talk a little NFL. Before we do so, we are going to make this a little bit more of a mainstay as we get into the fall and early winter. My guy, Etoff, respects college basketball probably just as much as I do.
Yeah.
And next Monday, we have an interesting day. Have you heard about this?
I have not, man. When you lay it on me, big dog?
I'm happy you haven't, because the Field of 68, which is they were a Twitter account, a website. They do college basketball news. We are starting college basketball next Monday morning at 7 a.m. with Winthrop.
There's some times where it shows me how young you actually are. Back in the day, ESPN used to do,
I know they did the whole, but this is
they
bringing it back.
They did 24 hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
Trust me. I remember that. I'm not that young. No, they did the 24 hours when I was in high school, because I remember sitting at all during lunch, study hour, the whole day, and it just constant basketball. This is the first time we've done it, probably post-COVID, maybe.
It's the first time it's been in a while.
In a long time. And it makes all the sense. All the sense. It's awesome. I'm so excited. I know your mom's probably one of my favorite college basketball fans in the country. I'm sure she is just salivating at all the college basketball on the horizon. I know she's already planning trips and shit. So
she had a huge trip. She was talking to me about it earlier today. Some interesting games. We got Florida, Miami right off the get.
That's awesome. That's just good stuff.
Primo game. Florida definitely reloading a little bit. You have Tennessee.
I like Kansas, North Carolina. Kansas, North Carolina on Friday. True home game for UNC at Chapel Hill. I mean, that's just gonna for guys like me. Now this year, these are probably two 20 to 30 ranked teams. But just that nostalgia feeling, just it feels right to start Chapel Hill. You get Kansas coming into the building. It's just a lot of good stuff.
I have one game circled. Central Michigan made a coaching change. They brought in the guy from Ferris State University. Nice. High tempo, a lot of substitution patterns. Not really substitutions, but a lot of flipping personnel, going to play really up tempo. And when you play a team like App State that hasn't been used to that, there's going to be certain times where you can get CMU as a value. And I think at home, at the place formerly known as Rose, will always be Rose to me. I think CMU is going to have some value on Monday.
What? It's not Rose anymore?
No, it's not Rose. They changed it. It's like back something.
I was going to say that was back in, oh God, was it college basketball 2K?
Rosalina.
Oh, good spot. No, it's going to be a great weekend or week of college basketball. I will say next Saturday, we're not talking 2 days from now. We're talking a week from 2 days from now. We're getting some phenomenal matchups. We get Alabama at St. John's. We get Oats against Patino. And then we get Arkansas at Michigan State, Izzo and Cal.
That should be great. Those two.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, I told my wife, I'm like, I am so upset. I did not look at this earlier and took off that entire day to just go up to Green Bay and sit in the goddamn sports book. Like that is shaping up because we've got, obviously, it's going to be college football, one of the last weekends. I mean, it's just going to be next. I love this weekend. We're going to talk about this weekend. This weekend's great. Next weekend does have that much better things going on. So let's not waste any more time, though. Let's talk about this weekend. If you guys are new to what Eric and I do almost every week, we go through game by game. We get into the nerdy stuff. We get into the stuff that you would never think of. But it's the stuff that Eric, how many years you been betting now?
Way too many long. Probably more than you've been alive.
I would imagine more than I've been alive. That's the reasons that guys like him still get to bet. It's the reason that guys like me, even though I've been in here only a decade, still have any sort of sniff of relevance in this, is because we take a lot of look at the nerdy numbers. And guess what? The nerdy numbers might be boring, but the nerdy numbers make sense. And that's one of my favorite things.
What are you handing out for Halloween, man? What are you handing out for Halloween?
Oh, dude, I am. So I work till 6, and wifey, obviously we have a newborn, so she's taking the newborn over to my parents' house. So I am going to be the guy on the block with the big old cauldron full of full bars. Please take one. I expect mine to be gone by an hour.
I went to Rivers Casino. I bought
God bless.
I bought $50. I bought $50 worth of tickets, all in $2 increments of Rice money line, and that's all I'm going to be handing out when kids come to my house for trick or treating. With a Rice money line ticket. Here you go. Here you go. No candy. Here's a Rice money line ticket for you, kid.
Oh,
$2, dude. $50 increments, dude. It was great.
Oh, you live in that liberal hellhole of Chicago. You're gonna have someone's parents are gonna be up your ass.
What, dude? I have got so many complaints from the association. I don't care, dude.
You got HOA on your ass already?
If they haven't kicked me out by now, they're not going to be kicking me out, dude. I have so many effing complaints here at this association.
The HOA. Oh, God. The HOA in Northern Illinois. I won't even get into it.
Man, just holding me down.
My in-laws, man, they're HOA like to the day they die, and they're on the wrong side of it, and it drives me fucking crazy. I won't get too into it. Let's kick off the NFL weekend because it's a game that I'm betting, and it's a game that we talked about already. It's New England laying 4.5 against Atlanta. I got a bad line. This line has moved. It is currently, well, I guess I shouldn't say I got a horrible line. It's sitting 5 flat at -110. You can get 4.5 around -125 right now. It's New England hosting Atlanta. The Pats, to me, 7th in offensive EPA per play. I expect a positive game state from them when leading 5th on offense, 6th on defense. we just don't see this fight from the Falcons. This is a team that they've got the league's 27th best offense, and they somehow drop a position when they're losing, which is such a bad sign. This line has moved a little bit in Atlanta's favor, but again, as we talked about earlier this week, man, I'm all over New England.
Yeah, we actually have a T-shirt bet on this bad boy.
We
dude.
sure do.
Adding to your wardrobe, probably. I'm on the Falcons plus 5.5. You know, we got this rule of 17 here. When a team is lost by 17 or more, playing a team that's won by 17 or more, they cover at a 59.5% clip the last 20 years. Vrabel as a favorite of 3 or more, 45.9% gets the number. Spot, we love to fade them. Teams that were home favorites the week before and now are road dogs, 54% against the number, 4.2% ROI over the last 20 years. I really feel the Patriots are due for some fourth down regression. They're 10 for 12 this season going for it. Meanwhile, the Falcons are due for some positive fourth down regression. They have the third worst conversion rate in the league. Defensively, Atlanta blitzes the second highest rate in the league. They should be able to get to Drake May. We saw Cleveland was able to get to him, disrupt him a little bit. The problem with Cleveland is they don't have an offense. On the other side, Drake London will be back. Huge. Patriots are 28th in DVOA defending the pass, even though people talk about Gonzalez shadowing him. He only plays one side of the field. I think they're going to use London a little bit more in the slot. I feel the Patriots are a little overhyped right now. Super Bowl contenders, May MVP. To me, I just think it's a bounce back spot for the Falcons. I think the number feels inflated. I'll take the Falcons here to make May's life a little hard with that pass rush. I also expect a big rebound game from Bijan Robinson. I know the Patriots have not allowed over 50 yards rushing this game, but we've seen this all the time when a star player struggles, he comes back the next game, tougher matchup, and ball's out of control.
You got to give some respect to Mike Vrabel. I mean, he's done in such a short amount of time, giving them, and I get it, you're betting against them this week, so it's hard for you to like comment on it, but they have an identity.
Yeah.
This is a team that just had, they had good things that happened last year. There were some bad things, but there really was an identity. They're tough.
And I mean, I think it shows they kind of effed up their coaching hire.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, the guy that was rumored, they got Mayo instead. Mayo was insanely over his head. I think they totally.
Now, do you think that's going to hurt other guys? Because I mean, Mayo, what are we talking? 7 years removed? Not terribly long. I mean, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be tough for those guys to get those gigs, knowing that Mayo?
No, I don't.
For better or for worse, are they just going to look? Do you think teams have?
I think they have their own thing. And if someone comes in and does well after a couple years, I think they'll get a shot. Like, I'm worried about Shepard, the Lions guy. I'm worried about him with how good he's done. Like,
sure,
possibly like moving on to a coaching job. He's rumored for a college coaching job. I forget which one off the top of my head.
What?
Yeah, I forget which.
Really? One. Well, dude, I'll tell you what. You know, we were gonna Isaac and I were gonna talk a little college football, and I completely forgot. Brian Kelly. You and I both have our own opinions about that douchebag.
I mean, the best Brian Kelly story that there is Sal on the floor
and LaFleur at the party.
Yeah, that's literally
Dead of winter. If you don't know what we're talking about, Google it. It tells you everything you need to know about the kind of human being that Brian Kelly is.
I mean, like, he does shady stuff. Like, he was a coach in Mount Pleasant. He did some shady stuff to protect his players. Like,
well, he was the head coach at Grand Valley State.
Yeah.
And he's one of those family members that you call a cousin. It's your like mom's best friend. So they're from Allendale, which is right there. Yep. Hometown dude. One of the higher up guys in the band, and they had a night. They went over, talked with the football coaches, had a chance to do a little meet and greet. And I guess Brian Kelly was just so, I'm above this. This is stupid. Yeah. You guys mean nothing to me. And like, I remember he told me that like 10, 15 years ago, back when we were in high school, college. And he's just like, everything he does from now on just doesn't surprise me at all. He does everything in the. It just nothing good to say
And
about
like
him.
from the get go, it wasn't a good fit. Like it was one of those ones that kind of were like, "What are you doing?" You know, just wasn't a good fit. It's going to be
Well, it's like
interesting.
he had the fake accent right off the bat.
It's going to be interesting to see where he goes. Like, does he go to State? Does he go to Vatech? Does he take a year off? There's a lot of interesting coaches, a lot of interesting coaching positions, and obviously the first domino to fall is Lane. What does Lane do? Does Lane decide to go to Florida? Does he decide to go to LSU? Does he decide to stay in Ole Miss?
I was gonna say, what world does he stay at Ole Miss?
I don't know. Like
And I have a lot of respect for Ole Miss as a program. They've done a lot of really good things for a team that, like, when you think SEC, it's probably not the first 5 teams you think of, but like they're constantly relevant.
He's got an insanely close relationship with his daughter, insanely close. And the story is he was going to leave. I forget for what job, but his daughter asked him to stay. And I mean, I really feel like if his daughter's like, "Hey, you know, I want to stay here. You know, I don't know where she is in college."
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Lane's daughter is.
She's dating the LSU guy. I don't know, like, if she's still in college or whatever, but
I do know the story that you're talking about, and yeah, he has family pull. Because he was not a family guy for many years. He has family pull now.
I really think if I was going to pick what Lane Kiffin was going to do, I think he is going to go to Florida. I think he goes to Florida. I think LSU's first call has to be Saban, and you just say, "What do you want?" Saban is going to decline. After that,
Luke Fickell.
After that, I think you call up old Joe Brady, see if he wants to come down. He obviously had the success there when he was.
Yeah, he was the guy there. Joe Brady is the name to me that makes all the sense.
I don't know if he wants an NFL job though.
College job, you mean?
Yeah, I don't know if he wants a college job, if he wants to stay in.
It feels like such for the and he's good money in the NFL, not great. Good money in the NFL versus great money in college.
But I mean, like college with the NIL has just gotten such a pain in the ass right now.
Well, right. So that's the thing is, like, right now he does not have to do personnel things. He can put in, "Hey, I'd like this kind of guy, you know, this kind, you know, maybe there's 1 or 2 players that he's always like, hey, I want this guy or this guy." College, man. I mean,
yeah, I just don't know. I think that if he doesn't do it, I mean, end of the day, I think they end up with what is the guy at Tulane, Summerlin. I think.
Can I bring up a name that the SEC doesn't want to bring up, but the Big Ten always loves to bring up, even though he is like recently signed to a good contract?
Eddie O?
No, Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell got linked to the Wisconsin job multiple times, even though he just signed a fresh contract, which a buyout has to be absurd. Well, you know who's good at paying absurd buyouts? Louisiana State University. It's like he's been very successful in the Big 12. He's tough. He's got a Midwest recruiting strength, which LSU's thing. I've been reading it in their fucking forums because I don't know why I sit on there. I'm kind of hoping they want to take Fickell. They are sitting there saying we're not tough. We need linemen. Here's your pipeline. You go get a guy from the Midwest who's dominated the Midwest recruiting. Maybe you go get Campbell.
He's had so many chances to leave, though.
I know.
So many chances.
He hasn't had the chance to go to LSU.
That's an interesting name. I think at the end of the day, I think it's Rule that ends up at Penn State, which I think is going to be a disastrous hire.
I think you're right. I said this to my dad today.
I think it's just going to be an awful hire. I agree.
It's going to be a huge reach. They're going to be like, "Oh no, this was all along. This is what it should have been." No, it shouldn't.
I think that between Vatech and South Carolina, I think that if Beamer stays, Vatek's going to get Franklin. If Beamer goes to Vatek, South Carolina is going to get Franklin.
I'd pay every dollar in my bank account, which is such a lie, for Shane Beamer. I love Shane Beamer so much.
And then I don't even know what else is open off the top of my head. Michigan State. I mean, I think they're going to make a switch. I don't know. I don't know if that's kind of
tag me in the Mel Tucker stuff. You fucking bitch.
I don't really know. I got my Michigan State hoodie on right now, but
oh god.
I mean, I really don't even know.
That's where he fucking lands after all that.
Maybe Heartline. I mean, maybe Michigan State goes after Heartline from Ohio State.
You think so?
Yeah,
with like no connections and just like randomly, like there was no. It felt a little bit of a nepotism hire.
I mean, like
don't get me wrong, the recruiting's nuts. Like the recruiting's nuts, but at what point? Somebody made a really good point on. Oh God, what is the Bison out of Circa? One of the guys on there made a good point. At what point do your recruits just start doing the recruiting for you?
Yeah, I mean, like. The thing is this, like when Michigan State had their run with D'Antoni, like, and he did a great
Love
thing
him right away.
But he was responsible for their downfall as well. And a lot of people don't really know the story. He had the pipeline to this camp in Detroit. He hired one of the coaches to come on staff, a player, I forget his name. There was a rape that happened. The player
I do recall this now.
His assistant coach told the assistant coach, who the story is, told D'Antonio, and D'Antonio kind of threw him underneath the bus, and that tore the pipeline. So, like, wasn't it KJ Helmer who went to this camp? He was supposed to go to Michigan State. He goes to Penn State now. So all those guys were like going to Penn State and Ohio State that were coming to Michigan State. So
it's one of the programs that I have a hard for people that, again, this is a story, like you said, not super well known. Like nobody really dives into why Michigan State kind of fell off, because I look back when I was in high school. It was when I graduated in 15. So like it was right when the Big Ten championship started. So this was like prime Michigan State competing at a super high level. And like looking at them now, it's just such a, and don't get me wrong, we were also competing at a super high level at that time. We aren't either. So I'm not going to like throw stones in a glass house, but yeah, it's crazy to see how quickly it flips.
But I mean, you have to kind of embrace like what you are, like what you do. Like Michigan State under him was what? No fly zone, tough DBs, get the DBs going, get the secondary. That's what everything had. Now, in terms of your boys at Wisconsin, what was it? Offensive line, running backs. And you
it was Brett Bielema. For us, it was always Brett Bielema. We let him go. Well, actually, shouldn't say we let him go. He left. His wife decided to be a certain type of way, and now he's back, just being haunting presence in our life.
But I mean, like, you guys need to get back to offensive line, running backs. You know, like it's just.
Dude, they tried to do an air raid at Wisconsin.
Yeah, I know.
I watched it.
But that's just not, no offense.
It was the most uninspiring I have watched, and I shouldn't say I've watched because I don't watch. My Saturdays are so relaxing. Oh, ever since the Badgers have sucked, I don't even think about it really. It's more or less, is it worth, like, I bet Bama against Wisconsin. I've done a few props against the Badgers, this is really depressing to talk about. Let's be honest. Not good. We're in a really bad spot. This is, as I know Michigan State's bad too, but like Wisconsin made 3 straight Rose Bowls when I was in high school.
Hey man,
and
basketball season's right around the corner. That's what I tell everybody.
What's that?
Basketball season's right around the corner.
Now, last year I would have told you to go fuck yourself. This year, I'm pretty excited about it.
So basketball is right around the corner. So, you know.
Sure is. All right. Should we get back to the
Let's get back
foosball?
to it, man. Let's get back to it.
We took that was a hell of an awesome detour. Always appreciate that kind of stuff. Denver and Houston. This is one. So Isaac and I spent some time on this game. We were going back and forth. I'm super, and I told him I'm gonna kind of yield to Eric on this. Where do you stand on Houston and Denver?
I took the Texans here.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm just not a fan of this Broncos team. Just not
Sure.
picks. We've seen the regression. I think he's really gonna struggle with this defense. And the main thing we need to remember is Surtain is gone. Him being there, what he usually does is he shuts. Oh my God, Waddle was wide the fuck open. Big with him not being there, he's not able to shut down one side of the field.
We have the paper bags in Miami right now.
Denver isn't able to get the pass game going.
Right.
You know, they get the pass rush, going. Denver has won 4 one-possession games this season. Obviously, they can't maintain that. Collins and Kirk are coming back. There's a huge drop-off from Surtain to his backup. Texans run quarter coverage. When you look at Bo Nix, how he's done this season and for his career against quarter coverage, he really has struggled. And this just comes down to me. I'm not trying to outthink the room. I get the team at home with the better defense and the better quarterback. You know what I mean?
Like, not trying to outpaint the room. That's
what I mean? Like,
that's such a good line. You know, especially for this matchup.
You know, I'm just gonna keep it simple, and I'm just gonna go with the team with the better defense, better quarterback. Nico Collins and Kirk are coming back. No Surtain, they're not going to be able to blitz match. And the big drop from Surtain to everyone else is huge. And now their second DB, whose name I'm spacing on, is forced to cover Nico Collins.
Well, the thing that I kind of landed on with Isaac, and I landed on the same side you did. Nobody's going to think Houston is a fair favorite at 1.5, but Vegas put them there.
I mean, the thing is Denver.
there's a damn reason that they were put at 1.5 favorite this week. It wasn't on accident.
Denver opened up as a point and a half favorite.
Right. No, this flipped, but I'm saying it's been, borderline point and a half. It's not people. I guarantee if you would have blind line this just out of, your casual football fan, because Denver still, I think, has that pull because they're winning games. I think everybody would think that Denver was laying 3 in this game.
Yeah.
I think if you canvassed the average better, it was Denver. That was kind of how Isaac and I looked at it. And to me, I just looked at it, it's like, yeah, but Houston is right now 1.5, and you don't cross the middle line unless you really fucking feel like the smart money has crossed the middle line. So yeah, I feel exactly how you feel about it. I will more than likely be on the Texans. I do feel like there might be some Denver buyback, so I have not bet it yet. Right now, it's minus.
Kelly in Vegas is tweeting out: should we put a prop on a future on the Broncos to win it? I'm like, fuck no.
Kelly in Vegas is betting the Broncos.
No. Her tweet was
she's backing the Broncos.
Should we bet the Broncos to win the Super Bowl? So the thing is we're getting Super Bowl talk from the Denver Broncos, who have shown us they can't win against winning teams. And we analytically look at the numbers of the Texans defense. This is historically a great defense. Their offense just sucks. Offensive line hasn't been able to get it going.
Respectfully, we're calling Kelly in Vegas Super Bowl talk. No, I'm just kidding. That's very disrespectful. Kelly has a great following. Also, nice lady. Met her twice.
What I'm saying, then that's kind of my point. She has a huge following.
Oh yeah, she does it. It's a thing.
That's going to raise the value of the Texans, just because Joe Smo is watching that. He's like, oh, this person knows what they're talking about. I'm going to bet them to win the Super Bowl. So
it's definitely, the second you get anybody talking about it, it's going to inflate whatever's going on, because guess what? For every talking head, there is 1,500 dudes. Okay, when I say talking head, I'm probably talking about females. 1,000 dudes that are just going to blindly be like, I want to tail that. Anyways, moving right along. This is the game that I hate Bears are laying 2.5 against the Bengals.
Yeah.
How is the temperature in Illinois right now in the Chicago Bears? I'm very curious.
They love him. I mean, they think they're making the
Well, I know
playoffs.
they love him. Do they believe in him?
They totally believe in him. This game right here, I look at it like this. We don't know what's going on with Joe Flacco, has the AC joint sprain. They're peppering Chase with targets. Bears are awful defending the pass. So I was like, oh shit, let's look at some Jamar Chase profits. His receiving yard profit is 95.5. There's no way in hell I'm playing a prop that high. Flip side, Bengals have given up the most production in the passing game to opposing tight ends, but we don't know. Matt, is it Loveland? Who is going to be there? If it's Loveland, the prop is going to be really low just because he's done shit all season. I don't want to bet any of these teams. Both these teams, I have nothing on. Browning, I mean, the only argument you can make is if Jake Browning plays, he looked awful against the Giants, Broncos, and Vikings, and the Bears defense is a huge drop back. That's
sure.
That's the only argument that you can make to take Jake Browning here. Jesus, Derrick Henry, dude, is he gone?
Almost.
For me, I can't get there with anything. I mean, I'll look at Loveland and Clement props come Sunday morning when I know who's going on. Maybe throw one in a DFS lineup, but nothing going on.
Yeah, I hate this line.
How about your butt? 10, dude.
Well, and I hate the fact that like even in a game like this, there's nothing teasable. Like I don't want to tease Cincinnati with a quarterback situation and flux out to 6.5 or sorry 8.5. That's just not on my radar. Game that I'm going to this weekend: Packers laying 13 against the Panthers. Panthers obviously not looking outstanding last weekend. I did bet the Panthers. I think we both bet the Panthers last weekend?
I unfortunately bet the Panthers last weekend.
I also bet the Panthers last weekend. So yeah, you and I were both on the wrong side of history when it came to that game, but I don't know. This one to me I'm just going to be happy that I'm at the game. It's not going to be one that I should sweat about. If it is a game I have to sweat about, we're leaving at halftime. Just kidding. But yeah, it's anything in this game that somehow catches your eye.
Do we trust Bryce Young on the road here? When we look at splits, completion percentage, 9 point less, home versus road, 10 yards less per game, a yard less per attempt. TDs are the same, couple more INTs. Packers are coming off a standalone game against the Steelers and a game against the Eagles on deck. I kind of think this could be a little bit of a look ahead spot. Teams that were losing by 31 or more points that are dogs, 59.3% against the number. Road dogs, 62.2%. Packers are a great rushing team. DVOA has them as the 8th best rushing attack in the league, but the Packers, only allow 78.9 yards per game. They need to get that rushing attack going. Rico Dowell has been great at power gap runs this season. He's averaging over 7 yards per rush, but the Packers only allow 3.6 yards per attempt against power gap. Before 5 and 10 ATS when laying anything over 9. Panthers play at the slowest tempo in the league, limiting up possessions. I kind of think that's the key for me here. If they're able to run the ball, limit the possessions, Josh Jacobs is banged up. And the Packers, dude, I know you're a team, but they've played around with their food all season.
Brother, it's I said it to you. I didn't want to stream because of the fucking Cubs series. They play with their fucking food. I'm
gonna be on him. I want to get 14. I think we're gonna see but I'm fine taking the 13. I'm just this is kind of in a dead zone. I'm just kind of hanging out right now.
No, if I felt even slightly comfortable about taking the Packers at that number, I'd be probably sniffing it. But no, absolutely not. Not a chance. They play with their food. The Packers, it's funny. We played Pittsburgh last week, who is, I think, a very close team to us, which is obviously very funny with Rodgers being the quarterback. They play to the love of their competition.
Yeah.
Packers do the same thing. This is something that I've watched. Packer football has, outside of maybe like 2015, the year that we went like 15-1. And like a few other years, we've always played to the level of our competition. We're not a blow them out kind of team. It's hard to say. Carolina is a tough one to peg right now. But no, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong at all. I think Green Bay is not worth 13 points at this point. Anything for Los Angeles and Tennessee for you?
I mean, I can randle off some numbers, but at the end of the day, I have nothing here. I mean, like I could randle out some rushing stats and Jeffrey Simmons stats, but I
do love me some Jeffrey Simmons at the end of the day.
I mean, I will say this though, and I was the biggest Vidal guy coming out of Troy.
Sure.
I was like, oh, let's see what his rushing prop is. 77.5.
Ooh.
I mean, it's just insane. Like Jeffrey Simmons isn't practicing. Titans are a team that should be better than should be better than they are. And I'm gonna say it. Maybe Cam Ward's not the guy.
It's very funny. Isaac and I spent almost 10 minutes doing a deep dive into Cam Ward's performance this year. He is currently the 33rd rated quarterback in the NFL.
Here's the thing, like everyone remembers the Miami. He had a ton of turnover-worthy plays in Miami.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It didn't happen. But when he was at Washington State and incarcerated Ward, he was a turnover machine.
Yeah.
And when you had 4 years of turnover-worthy play after turnover-worthy play, you get that 1 year when you didn't get the turnovers, and that's what a lot of these people think he is. He's not quick. He's small. I mean, he's
not athletic.
Like
he's negative athletically.
I think the Titans screwed up the draft pick. When we're gonna in like 4 years or 5 years, when we look back, I think it's gonna be one of those. Yeah, you know what? Probably should have done player X.
I think we're gonna have to splice this because right on the money, man. No, I felt the exact same way. Isaac feels the same way. We do a thing every week. We talk about. He did a press conference. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We ass. And Isaac and I decided to switch it this week. No, we're gonna keep it a buck. Cam Ward, your ass. Unfortunately, Cam Ward not as advertised. Not as advertised. Anything in Indy and Pittsburgh for you?
Oh my God, I love me some Steelers. I was able to get the Steelers here at +3.5.
Run that. I'm going to be back in just a minute. I got to do one thing.
Yep, I got it. First off,
run it.
I got it, man. I got it. First off, we're talking my boy Mikey Tomlin as an underdog. That's an historically strong. He's 64.6% ATS. As a home dog, Tomlin is 21-8-3. That's 72.4% ATS. Coming off a loss as a dog, he is 31-17-3. That's 64.6% against the number. And then after his defense allows 27 points, he's 10-4-1. That's 71.4% against the number. These are the kind of trends that I look to ride with. Defensively, the Steelers blitz at the 4th highest rate in the league. To me, this is going to spell some trouble for Daniel Jones. He's due for some regression under pressure. His current stat lines are elite when we look at it. 61% completion percentage, 7.8 yards per attempt, 7 TDs to 1 INT ratio. This is still Daniel Jones at the end of the day. He has 0 turnover-worthy plays while facing pressure. And I love Team Blue Horseshoe. I give a future out for him on my show, but he's due for regression. He can't keep this up. Now, the matchup favors Pittsburgh. At the end of the day, who's guarding DK Metcalf? The Colts' best DB is Moore. And where does Moore play? Moore only plays in the slot. Edwards has been brutal. He has a 49.6% coverage grade. That's 110th out of 116 corners. Blackman, 52.4 coverage grade. That's 92nd out of 116th quarter. DK Metcalf is going to be able to exploit him. I'm obviously going to be interested in some DK Metcalf props, going to look for him in my DraftKings lineup as well. Also, when we look at the PFF numbers, Colts ranked 22nd against the run. Maybe they can get that run game going with Jalen Warren. This is just a classic Tomlin spot coming off a loss, doubted by the public, expected to struggle. Weather's going to be partly cloudy and 53. This is only the second outdoor game for the Colts. Their first game was in 80-degree weather in Tennessee, and they still only put up 365 yards. Heinz Field's grass is awful. I think it's going to negate the team speed of Pierce, the field stretcher, Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They placed zone 67% of the time. And Rodgers has done excellent against zone, 72% completion, 7.8 yards per attempt, 2-to-1 INT ratio. Finally, the Colts are the best fourth down team. They're due for some regression. I'm leaning on the trends here. Give me the Steelers here plus 3.5, my friend.
Yeah, man. If you watched the stream last week, you would have got this so early. I think we scrolled down after we were done looking at last week's, and we talked about obviously the Steelers being in that same situation there, and it's like, yeah, you take Mike Tomlin as a dog. It just you hit the auto renew. You hit the auto renew.
Bet repeat.
Bet repeat. Bet repeat. All right, San Francisco, New York. New York got their world rocked. Scattaboo. My wife and I were eating lunch. We just put my son down, who I had just scrammed upstairs to help take care of. He decided to wake up after 2 hours. Anyways, we are both eating our lunch and trying to be very, very quiet. And Scattaboo goes down, and they do like the like kind of, because they've got basically a 360 angle of everything now. So they do like this swoop down side angle, and his shit's just hanging down. I'm literally biting into my food. And I drop my spoon, obviously loud as shit. I live in a split level house. I'm not in a mansion. Very loud.
He starts crying. Yeah.
It was so ugly. I felt so bad for Giants fans that they don't deserve that. They really don't.
Oh, they've had a ton of injuries, and I really think, like, I don't have a play in this game. Like, we don't know what's going on in the quarterback position.
No clue.
Giants offensive line is awful. No Bosa, that helps better. But I really think the main thing is when we kind of, and a lot of people don't look at this, is the personality of a quarterback is to be out in the spotlight, be aggressive, be in people's faces. And Dart just really isn't that, but Scattaboo is. So, Scattaboo not there, does that affect how Dart does everything? You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't think Dart's gonna turtle without his boy?
Like,
you've never watched a white boy play quarterback.
That's kind of what I'm
not against it. I'm not against it at all. I think he was. So Isaac and I almost every single week, not every single week, but like after the first 2-3 weeks when Scat started like putting up some decent numbers, I pushed back because analytically he was okay. I mean, not insane. I think Madden, it's crazy. Madden's gotten up to like an 84 overall, which is nuts.
For Scattaboo?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and Tracy's like an 81. It's so stupid. Dart's a 71, which is hilarious. But yeah, I just randomly stumbled upon the Giants. It was my day off yesterday. Scat is way probably overrated. But the heart and soul thing is not something to be like taken lightly. And this is a Giants team that is probably a game away from their season getting completely turned on its head, and everything goes completely backwards from where you were going. And then you're going to have a whole offseason. Is Jackson Dart actually the guy? Is Scat going to work out? I do feel bad for Giants fans.
But I mean, like, at the end of the day, the worst. All right, this is the thing that pisses me off. You're throwing to some wide receiver. I don't even know his name on fourth down instead of Jalen Waddle. Anyway.
Also a fun fact about the Giants. Their two receivers are a 91 overall and an 88. It was Jesus. Neighbors. Yeah, Neighbors is an 88, and fucking what's his nuts is a 91.
Wayne Dale Robinson?
Yeah. Robinson's a 91. I was like, really?
Is that Waddle? Yeah, there we go. Just got
there you go. Attaboy.
So anyway, the thing is this: when we kind of look back, long term for Giants, this is what you wanted. You got Dart. Don't press. Don't do anything crazy. Don't burn draft picks trading for Chris Olave or who the F ever, like Jacoby Myers, whoever. You got your dude.
Is Olave pretty available?
Olave's available. He's available. If I am the Giants sitting on all that stuff, I'm going to address the offensive line. People are going to want to come play with Dart. They're going to want to come play with Scatterboo. They're in a good spot. They just got to address the line. Don't burn draft capital chasing.
No, that's the thing is there's a lot of teams that have burned. I mean, you want to know a team that has burned through not just draft capital. My favorite basketball team, the Milwaukee Bucks, just burn through draft picks. They either trade them or burn them on bad players. If you do that, it catches up to you. You eventually have nobody in the, great. You have superstars, but there's a lot of other pieces that need to be filled in.
With how the salary cap is, you have to be effective.
You gotta be.
You have Neighbors at a discount. You have Thibodeau at a discount. And they're talking about trading Thibodeau. Why the fuck would you trade Thibodeau?
Yeah, I don't know why Thibodeau could even be.
I don't know, man. I think for the Giants, I think they're in a great
position. They're panicking. Well, you have a 1 year, right? Isn't Sheen and what's his nuts? Dable on a 1 year?
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Dable may be fine. Tua. Anytime Tua runs, I always hold my fucking breath, dude.
I've seen those hands.
Dude. But you know what I mean? How can I word this?
They have been stifled in the second half.
I think at the end of the day, I think they're fine. I think they're idiotic if they start rushing shit.
Oh yeah. I think the first few steps of what a successful team does, you've done it. You've gotten a young, inexpensive quarterback that the players like. You've got a young, inexpensive running back that is could be your bell cow if you wanted him to be. And you got Tyrone Tracy, who is also a pretty good running back. I mean, offensively, a lot of things, but there's so much defensively outside of the defensive line, which is maybe the best in the league.
Yeah, right, and they can get a new DC. I mean, they're in a great position, dude.
If I'm a coach and Dable is out of there, I mean, how are the Giants not the number one team for everyone?
I mean, right now, when you kind of sit back, when you look at the coaching openings, I mean, they're easily going to be the number one team.
Well, and you got the Maras who are the Maras back their ownership or the GM and the coaches. You have the Jets on the other side of town where you got Woody Johnson and shits in shambles all the time. So yeah, I think the Giants are going to be a interesting look this offseason. So this is a game I wanted to pick your brain on, brother. Lions laying 9 against the Vikings. I kind of mentioned some things about it when we talked the other day. So I want to read this statistic. So I read this. I got into EPA this week, which I try to keep myself out of because
I like the EPA.
I know you do. But all right. So Minnesota defense, 11th in EPA per play, but jump to first when they're trailing. The Lions offense second, but fall to 27th when they're leading. Detroit, they're winning home games on an average by 23 points. I have no fucking idea how to bet this game. I want to. It feels like I should bet the Lions because I don't believe in anything that JJ McCarthy has to offer. And I think you feel that way.
When we look at it, Lions 15-4 under Campbell and extended rest. Do we trust JJ? I hated him at Michigan. The Vikings have O-line issues. Are they going to be able to protect him? against Hawkinson. Lions are getting their secondary back. When we look at the Lions, and I think this is how I'm going to bet the game, they've allowed the second most touchdowns to wide receivers. Guess who's only scored 1 touchdown this season? Justin Jefferson. Scored touchdowns in 3 of the last 4 games. I'm seeing him at plus 175 to score a touchdown. I'm definitely interested in that one. I'm definitely kind of interested in a Justin Jefferson anytime touchdown at anything over plus 150.
Bingo. And for our good old partner here, if you want Jeffy, plus 200 on Bet Openly.
I mean, that's
at the exchanges.
That is scored 3 out of the last 4. And I mean, I really think it's one of those things you're getting a discount because of quarterback. When Jamar Chase with Jake Browning, his over-under props were in the 60s.
I mean, you look at Jamar Chase, when you have an elite, so I think it comes down to there are tiers of receivers, and there are guys that like Chase. I think CD falls under that because CD, when Dak goes down, CD still eats. So like you feed those guys, and he's one of those guys. You just give him the ball.
I think there's just a handful of those guys in the league, and I think I think it's CD. I think it is Chase. I think it's Jefferson, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think
you ran into that.
I don't think it's Puka.
No.
Matt Stafford has always had a history of locking onto the top wide receiver. A history. I think it could be my boy St. Brown though. I think St. Brown could be that guy. I'm pulling up the stats right now in terms of red zone targets for the Minnesota Vikings.
You're gonna hawk or what?
So Jalen Naylor, Jesus, he leads them in red zone targets with
what?
Yep, Addison 7, Hawkinson 7, Jefferson 6. So
Jalen Naylor, good for you. Where'd Naylor go to college again?
No idea, man.
I can't remember. Florida, right? Could be wrong.
There, 22.2% target share of the Vikings in the red zone. Never would have guessed that, dude.
It's probably the 5th name I would have guessed, honestly.
Never would have. But I mean, I think Jefferson's due it. He's only got 1 touchdown in the year. I think he's due for some positive touchdown regression.
Well, you could be like Isaac and I. Every week is Matthew Golden's first week to get in the end zone. So eventually we will be right. Maybe we'll be down hundreds in the meantime. Jacksonville, Las Vegas.
Look, I'm doing it, dude. I got this at 3.5. I bet the Raiders at 3.5. Brian Thomas Jr. is hurt. He's running routes in the sling. We don't even know if he's going to play. This hurts the Jags offense, which isn't that explosive. Raiders run defense has been good. The Jags can't get the run game going. It's going to limit the Jags offense. As crazy as it sounds when you look at the numbers, the Jags red zone offense has taken a huge step backwards ever since Brandon Strange has gone down with an injury. Looks like the Raiders are going to be getting Bowers and Jacoby Myers back, which is absolutely huge. Also, Max Crosby, they'll know on Friday if he's going to play. I think he's going to go. Teams coming off a 31-point loss, 57% against the number. Teams coming off, and when they're a dog, 61, home dog, 59 against the number. Teams are coming off getting shut out are 64% against the number. Raiders were shut out last game. I think this is a bounce back for them coming off the bye. I know the Jags are coming off the bye too, but there's just something weird going on in that room. Liam Coleman and Trevor Lawrence don't get along. Like, I don't know. Like, I think the Raiders, with the off week, I think Carroll's going to figure it out. I'll take the Raiders here.
I'm happy you did because the Raiders are my number 1 tease team of the week.
There you go.
And you hit it right on the head. They are getting healthy against a team that is healthy, but not mentally. And you said it, the Trevor Lawrence, Cohen, weird, we don't talk, it's very, it's immature on both sides. Like the fact that they're like letting this get into the public, they're not even like trying to like make which leads me to believe it's 100% true. Yeah, to me, it's it's Raiders. 3.5 is a great line. I think 3.5. I would have to be outside 3 to make it worth my while, but it is one of my favorite teases this week. I think Jacksonville. I loved them early on in the season. They're in a bad spot right now. We talked Trevor Lawrence. Do you know what Trevor Lawrence's QBR is right now?
I do not, my friend, but lay it on me.
It is like let me pull it back up. Do I still have it up? Let me pull it here. We were kind of shitting on Cam Ward, and we accidentally Trevor Lawrence caught a stray.
Trevor Lawrence, T-Law.
T-Law is currently sitting, I believe, 28th. 20. Where'd he go? Oh, 27th. 33.5.
Jesus.
The only quarterbacks below him that register: Wentz, Fields, Geno Smith, Jake Browning, Dylan Gabriel, and I am still very certain ESPN made it 33 quarterbacks instead of 32 just so they could add Cam Ward.
You're right. They probably did.
I guaranteed it.
They probably did. You're probably right with that.
That is so funny. But seriously, that like Lawrence, the only guys like, and Flacco's right where he is too. Lawrence is in such a bad spot. No, I'm with you. I want to see. Am I crazy to think that Tyler Shuck can not flip the New Orleans season, but at least give him enough oomph to cover 14?
I think Tyler Shuck sucks. And I really
I didn't say he didn't suck.
I want to get there. I mean, on the road.
He needs so many points.
Yeah. And here's an interesting tidbit. Teams coming off a bye favored 13 or more. 13.
There's the trend I'm looking for.
ATS since 2017, 4-9-1. So historic, you know what I mean? And they're going to try to get the run game going. And Saints have been good against the run, but I wasn't a Tyler guy when he came out. I didn't watch. I
didn't watch anything outside of the coach at Louisville, who I believe is Purdue's old coach, isn't it? Oh God, I forget what his name is. I didn't know anything about this dude, and all of a sudden he gets drafted, and all of a sudden they're like, well, he might compete for the starting job.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just not a bet. I'm rushing to bet. Like, I mean, I would love. The thing that I will never understand what Kellen Moore is doing is you have Alvin Kamara, who's better in the passing game. You have Devin Neal, who's like fast as shit, but you're not using him in the rushing game. You're using Kamara in the rushing game and Neal in the passing game.
No,
I just don't understand. Like, I would love to see Devin Neal get some run. But it is a big number. If you're going to bet it, I feel you need to bet the Saints, but I just can't bet the Saints again.
What about the under?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I could see the under.
It feels a little high at 43 for a game that could be a blowout.
And the other thing is, how can I word this? SoFi really isn't that home friendly, excuse me.
Oh yeah. Houday Nation, it's going to be a Saints. I won't say it will be a Saints home game because there's not that many people that are traveling to go to Saints games right now, but they're going to probably be close to even.
Yeah.
You're probably right. No, it's one of those, it felt like it. Do I tease the Saints and the under? It's like, it's one of those stupid games that just feels like 27-3.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. You know, a game that isn't going to end 27-3. And if it does, there should be so many people pissed off. Chiefs, Bills. Eric, I'm so excited about this one.
I'm going to be watching Jags Raiders, man. That's going to be on my main screen, dude. This will be on the secondary screen. Dude, Tua is so bad.
Yeah, I
Chiefs
saw
solid against the tight end, allowing the 4th fewest yards this season, but last season they allowed the most. And then I kind of took a look back and kind of seen who they have played. They really haven't played any tight end of substance except for Sam Laporta. Laporta had 55 yards against him. Then I looked at Kincaid in 3 games against the Chiefs, 5.7 targets, 4 receptions, 26.3 yards per game. He just had a great matchup against the Panthers because of the game script. They didn't need him. I think Spags is going to look to take away Cook by bringing people up against the line. That's going to open up stuff in the middle of the field. I think this is going to be one of those things when you have a great matchup, you shit the bed, you come back against a tougher matchup, and because of game scheme, it's going to be there. I think this is a Dalton Kincaid week. So I'm going to probably be on some Dalton Kincaid overs, but I'm just waiting because I think what I have found is when a player like Kincaid underperformed in the hammer spot, those things drop down. I mean, I'll probably be able to get it at like a 30 or 32 right before game.
No, I mean, this is a game we talked about. By the way, short plug, shout out ETOF 21 Sports Show on Tuesday nights. For those of you that watch the show, this is basically just running it back. But yeah, no, you're completely right. Kincaid's a great look this week. My bet, little more specific. Chiefs first half, not money line. I'm laying a half a point. I got it at plus money, half unit. Interesting scenario here, and you are a trend guy. So Buffalo, 2-5 against the spread in the first half, 0-4 at home this season. The Chiefs, they've covered their first half line in all but one of their games. They're 3rd in the league, allowing less than 8 points per game. Interesting spot here. I feel as though the Chiefs, I hate to say it, they are right back to where they need to be. And the Buffalo Bills, they're pretty much what we thought. I mean, I think the Chiefs are better than we thought. The Bills are pretty much right where we thought. Am I right there? Am I off?
Who have the Bills played?
That's a good question too. I mean, that's probably the number one part of it.
No, I don't know what the Bills are. But then again, like when we look at the Chiefs, like they're just playing really well right now. But I think they still have some holes in their defense. Their offensive line isn't that solid.
Well, I think people got overhyped because they got. They got their guys back.
Right.
I mean, they got their boys back.
Pacheco's been gone. So
right.
The Ravens right now are minus 150.
Really?
Andrews? Fuck,
No,
dude.
That's a different white receiver. Who the fuck is
God,
that?
why the fuck are you throwing it to Andrews, you dumb fuck? That's where he should be lined up, though. I hate how they got this new guy, Kalarin, who's just splitting time. I lost my train. They're minus 150 to win the North now.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. I knew I should have probably. Well, did you put anything on that?
No, because I have the Steelers to win the to make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, that correlates. What do you got that at?
Plus like 140, 150, I think, something there.
That works.
Just to make the playoffs. I've been sitting on that. Their schedule gets a little tougher. Ravens open up. I want to take I got the Ravens, I think, at plus 750 to win the Super Bowl after they lost to the Bills.
God damn, Pittsburgh has to play Detroit December 21st in Detroit. That's tough.
I mean, Pittsburgh's schedule is brutal, dude.
Damn, I'm looking at it right now. You go Buffalo at Baltimore, Miami at Detroit.
Dude,
at Cleveland and Baltimore. What the fuck is this?
It's a brutal stretch, man.
This is malpractice. I mean, we need to tell somebody about this.
All I know is I need fucking 7 more yards from Marky Andrews, man.
Yeah, the over's cooked, but the Bucks won. So, anyways, yeah, that's it for Bills and Chiefs. Sunday night, Seahawks.
Oh, dude. You know what we're doing here, baby. Come on, dude. We're taking the Commanders, baby. We're taking the Commanders plus.
Figured you were going to be all over the Commanders. This line smelled like Commanders.
Everyone's down in Washington, losing an ugly standalone loss. But when you look at it, they were tied at 7-7 in the first half, had multiple opportunities to score inside the Chiefs zone, let it to go for it. I believe they did miss a field goal. I think this is kind of like a buy low, sell high opportunity. We're going to buy a little bit of the Commanders.
That's exactly what it is.
I know McLaurin's out, but they still have Ertz. They still have Deebo Samuel. I think they're going to be able to move the change. McCaffrey has shown that he's a capable wide receiver while thrusted into the spotlight.
Did Terry play the first 2-3 weeks? I didn't even see him.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, he's going to be able to keep the pocket going and everything, keep the pocket moving with his legs. Seahawks historically under Daniels have struggled with mobile quarterbacks. The Daniels system has struggled with mobile quarterbacks as well. Legs add a dynamic that's going to be able to put some stress on the front seven. Per DVOA, the Commanders are actually the 11th best team in the league. Tells the metrics don't really match public perception. Their season is on the line right here. They dropped this one. They're sitting at 3-6. I expect a desperation type effort. On the other side, to really trust Sam Darnold to win with margin on the road, I don't. I really don't know what Seattle's doing offensively. I think Kenneth Walker has been the more effective back. And when you look at the analytics, he's been the way more effective back. But yeah, they keep forcing Zach Charbonnet touches, passing game, one-dimensional, just getting the ball to JSN. I think Quinn is going to be able to scheme that away. Washington Blitz is at the 6th highest rate in the league. PFF grades Seattle's offensive line as a 25th worst in pass pro. Mismatch. Darnold only has one turnover-worthy play under pressure, obviously due for some regression. He's completing just 54% of his passes under pressure. Historically, teams coming off a 21-point loss as underdogs cover at 55% of the time. When we look at Quinn, 54% as a dog. When he's a home dog, that number jumps all the way up to 75%.
Ooh, let's go, Danny.
Classic bounce back spot for the Commanders. Motivated team, undervalued line, quarterback matchup that heavily favors them. I'm going to take the Commanders here plus 3.5.
For those of you that were paying attention to the picture-in-picture, I'm on the Commanders unit.5 plus 3 at even money. I love that. Now this was a game Isaac and I had talked about it. I'm like, man, the line doesn't feel right. I'm like, it feels like we're maybe giving up on the Commanders a little too quick. Maybe we're buying into Seattle a little too quick. Yeah, you talked me into it. This is where is it? We did this the first few weeks. Media assets. There it is. Gone. Out again. Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I like Washington this week in the Sunday night spot. Monday night football, we're going to wrap this thing up. Arizona and Dallas, they just ran the promo. I lost the over. You hate to see it. 0-1 to start the week for football, but basketball just keeps fucking winning. Anyways, Dallas laying 2.5. Eric, start me off. I am kind of lost on this game.
No idea what I'm going to do here. I literally have no idea.
I'm happy you're just as lost as I am, to be honest.
I feel the team that gets the ball last will win. Murray as a dog has been great. Prescott is great as a small favorite at home.
Yeah. Those are literally the one
I
thing.
look at it like this. The prop that sticks out to me is the Cowboys have struggled defending the running back in the passing game. When I know what's going on with Trey Benson, I will kind of look to either play a Carter over or a actually Carter's always going to be the receiving back. So I'll probably look to play a Michael Carter receiving prop over before Benson. But then what is it going to be like when Benson comes back? Are they still going to mix in Bam Knight? You know what I mean? I don't know. Going to be really interesting to kind of see like how that goes, but I'll probably be on some Michael Carter receiving props over just because of how bad the Cowboys have been defensively going against the run. Also, their OC used to be the offensive line coach for the Cards, so he kind of knows what stuff is going to go there. I don't know, nothing to do with this game, but my Prescott 50-1 MVP has some legs, so I'm excited about that, dude.
Dude, Dak is kind of like sneaking his ass in there, and I was a little worried when we tied Dallas. If they can take care of business against Arizona, I'm going to feel really good about that tie.
I have a nice ticket on Dallas to win the East, which is going to take some effort, and to win to make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs, probably around even money.
Oh no, that was like plus $2 billion, I think.
Oh, that was early.
Earlier.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you meant you just placed those.
No.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, that is pretty much that touches everything. I mean, shit, we went over 2 hours. Almost 4,000 of you came in. I still have not figured out how we do that. Once I do and figure out how to monetize it, maybe I can do this more often. But shit, love you, Eric. Always a great time bringing on. As I tell people all the time, if you like diving deep into games, this is the hour for you. The 9 o'clock hour is for you. If you just want to bullshit it, live watch, talk props, build your prize pick slips, you watch the first hour. Isaac and I are all over that shit too. We try to do it both ways. I've already got my wife hitting me up, figuring out why the hell her husband is sitting down here for 2+ hours talking all sorts of bullshit. But no, I appreciate every single one of you. And Eric, appreciate you too, man. Always a pleasure. For those of you that missed us, fuck you, first of all. Second of all, catch us every now and again, but catch Eric every Tuesday at 9 o'clock Central here on X at ETOFT, ETOFT 21. Shit, you're here. You're big on YouTube. Dude's one of the OGs on YouTube.
I'm not that big on YouTube, dude. I am not.
He's big on YouTube for the gambling community.
I'm a small fry, dude. I'm a small fry, but thank you.
Hey, I'm sitting here with like 1 or 2, probably like 7 subscribers, so I can't talk much shit. But no, appreciate you coming on as always, man. It's always good talking ball. Hopefully all the kids in your neighborhood are getting the most outstanding treats, as always. Hopefully your HOA stays off your ass.
Dude, you get that Rice money line ticket. Just hand them out, man. Hand them out like candy.
Oh, yeah. By the way, hopefully the feds aren't listening to this one. We won't get into Eric's Halloween gifts. This guy is... I just want to be Etoff when I grow up. I'll be honest. I just want to be him.
Dude.
All right. Hey, appreciate all you. We'll cut it at that. 2 hours, a little bit more, 3,900 people. I just want to get over 39, honestly. So appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. We will see you next week.